Southern Tennessee Regional Health System. Pulaski is here to help you be well. Our mission is to make our community healthier, and we're your community hospital. We're committed to providing trusted care when you need it most. From wellness checks to emergencies, we're here for you and your family. Visit us today at southerntennessee.com or call 931-363-7531.
When it comes to real estate, Haney Realty and Property Management is the team you can trust. Our extensive knowledge of the market and industry allows us to help our clients with any real estate need. We know how to get results. So whether you're looking to buy, sell, or rent, let us put our expertise to work for you. Call us today at 931-347-9150 or visit HaneyRealtyPam.com to learn more. Haney Realty and Property Management, your best friend in real estate. If you're looking for a new job, let M&M Staffing be your guide. With over 20 years of experience, we know how to connect great people with great opportunities. We work with over 80 companies, so we're sure to find the perfect job for you. Our team is dedicated to helping you succeed, and our high customer satisfaction rate proves it. Ready to get started? Visit us at mnmstaffing.net or give us a call today at 931-347-4255.
For over 50 years, PES Energize has been proudly powering our community in Pulaski and Giles County, Tennessee. We're dedicated to providing safe, reliable, and innovative services. At PES Energize, we believe that serving you is a privilege. We're here for all your energy needs. Visit PESenergize.com.
The Natural Gas Department of Pulaski is here to help you save money. Natural gas is safe, efficient, and cost-effective. It's up to 50 to 60% less expensive than electricity for home heating. Plus, it's clean and efficient, so you can feel good about your choice. Call us today for service or visit our website to learn more. Make the switch to natural gas and start saving today.
When it comes to insurance, Winterburn & Associates Insurance is the team you can trust. We offer coverage for your home, auto, business, and more. We work hard to find the best policy for you at the best price. Our personalized service means we take the time to understand your needs and make sure you understand your options. We want you to feel confident and secure with your insurance policy. Let us make insurance simple for you. Get a quote today at winterburinsurance.com or call us at 931-363-8638.
Southern Tennessee Regional Health System. Pulaski is here to help you be well. Our mission is to make our community healthier, and we're your community hospital. We're committed to providing trusted care when you need it most. From wellness checks to emergencies, we're here for you and your family. Visit us today at southerntennessee.com or call 931-363-7531.
When it comes to real estate, Haney Realty and Property Management is the team you can trust. Our extensive knowledge of the market and industry allows us to help our clients with any real estate need. We know how to get results. So whether you're looking to buy, sell, or rent, let us put our expertise to work for you. Call us today at 931-347-9150 or visit HaneyRealtyPam.com to learn more. Haney Realty and Property Management, your best friend in real estate. If you're looking for a new job, let M&M Staffing be your guide. With over 20 years of experience, we know how to connect great people with great opportunities. We work with over 80 companies, so we're sure to find the perfect job for you. Our team is dedicated to helping you succeed, and our high customer satisfaction rate proves it. Ready to get started? Visit us at mnmstaffing.net or give us a call today at 931-347-4255.
For over 50 years, PES Energize has been proudly powering our community in Pulaski and Giles County, Tennessee. We're dedicated to providing safe, reliable, and innovative services. At PES Energize, we believe that serving you is a privilege. We're here for all your energy needs. Visit PESenergize.com.
The Natural Gas Department of Pulaski is here to help you save money. Natural gas is safe, efficient, and cost-effective. It's up to 50 to 60% less expensive than electricity for home heating. Plus, it's clean and efficient, so you can feel good about your choice. Call us today for service or visit our website to learn more. Make the switch to natural gas and start saving today.
When it comes to insurance, Winterburn and Associates Insurance is the team you can trust. We offer coverage for your home, auto, business, and more. We work hard to find the best policy for you at the best price. Our personalized service means we take the time to understand your needs and make sure you understand your options. We want you to feel confident and secure with your insurance policy. Let us make insurance simple for you. Get a quote today at winterburinsurance.com or call us at 931-363-8638.
Good afternoon, everyone. Today is Tuesday, June 24th, 2025. I'd like to call this meeting of the Board, Mayor, and Aldermen to order. Please rise and join Mr. Bryant for our prayer.
Let's pray. Father who art in heaven, hallowed be your name. Father, I had in mind this morning one thing that concerned us all, and that is the war over with Israel and Iran. We're just praying for that to end. It needs to end. Why people can't be peaceful and get their problems worked out without all the violence, I've never understood that. But Father, just help them in the best way you can. Father, help us in the best way you can. Father, I was thinking this morning of Ephesians 4:29, where it says, do not let anything unhealthy or corrupt come out of our mouths, but only use those things to support others as the case may have it. Father, I'm praying for that this morning, that we always do the right thing in our meetings, and in these things I say in Jesus' holy name, amen.
Amen.
Amen. Please join us for the pledge. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you all.
Thank you, Mr. Bryant. Thank you, Mr. Gentry. Item number one today is, first item of business is to approve minutes of last regular meeting and work session. If there's no additions or corrections, the minutes will stand as mailed. Item number two is to receive and file electric, water, natural gas reports.
Move to receive and file these.
Second. All right, we have a motion by Mr. Keith and a second by Mr. Worsham. Is there any other discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Item number three, citizens' remarks regarding agenda items today. Is there anybody out in the public? Seeing that there are none, we are going to jump down to item number four, is consider the 2025-2026 appropriations on second and final reading. Mr. Harrison?
I'm going to read them off and give you the total. The Veterans Alliance, $2,000. Giles County Library, $157,411. Senior Citizens, $25,000. Chamber of Commerce, $31,500. New Canaan Ranch, $5,000. Child Development, $5,000. South Central Human Resource Agency, $2,343. Boys and Girls Club, $9,000. Giles County E911, $160,929. Economic Development, $92,707.30. Historic Downtown Pulaski, $35,000. Kids Place, $5,000. Star Theater, $5,000. The Shelter, $10,000. Giles County Fire and Rescue, 10,000, rural food delivery, 4,000, Humane Society, 5,000, for a total of $564,890.30. You might note that if you see these published in the budget or something, we round them off to the nearest $50. So, but when we make the distribution to them, these are the exact amounts we'll be giving them.
Move that we approve these appropriations on second and final reading.
I second that.
All right. Which one of y'all did
Just
Tony?
collectively.
And is that for collective?
Yeah, all the appropriations together.
All right, we have a motion made by Mr. Keith and a second by Mr. Gentry. Is there any other discussion? If not, roll call vote.
Massey.
Aye.
Miles.
Aye.
Worsham.
Aye.
Keith.
Aye.
Gentry. Bryant. Brenneman.
Aye. Mr. Harrison, appreciate you and Karen, your entire department for working hard on that.
Thank you.
Item number 5 is the adopt resolution relative to filing the 2023 delinquent taxes. Mr. Harrison?
Yes, unfortunately, if taxes aren't paid after the second year, we turn them over to the city attorney for him to file in Chancery Court. The court costs are probably $200 now.
Oh, easily. Multiples
Yeah.
of what the taxes are. We give them a final chance. We'll send one last demand letter
Yeah.
before we file.
And, you know, the taxes are due and payable by the June 30th, which is Monday. And, you know, we actually give a day or two grace period. I mean, if they come in on the 1st or 2nd, we give them a day or two grace period, but after that, we turn them over to Mr. Hoover's office. He'll make one more attempt. We do everything we possibly can to not charge a penalty. I will say this, I believe we've never had a city tax sale.
We've never had a tax sale.
Never had a tax sale, so.
Good.
Well, that's one of the things when the Moody's and Standard & Poor's, they rank us on our credit worthiness. That's one of the things they look at is our ability to collect taxes. So that's the reason we actively pursue this and we file them in Chancery Court.
How many of these do we have? Do you know? Just, sorry to ask you.
Generally about 100.
Yeah,
About
it
100?
starts out at maybe about 200 to the list, and the unfortunate thing about it, it's generally the same people every year. It's, you know, I mean.
And it's a lot of times, individuals that may pay their property taxes, but they may have a business on the side, and they may owe $40 in a personal property tax. So there's an awful lot of those small amounts, but they'll get hit with $250 of court costs. So.
And the other thing that we see is, let's just say, you have a teenage son, he decides, I'm gonna get in the grass mowing business. And his father said, well, you ought to get a city business license. So he goes, gets a $15 business license. The county tax assessor is gonna send him a letter, and in it, he has to fill a personal property list. He's gonna say, I got a lawnmower, you know. And he will get a city tax bill for $1, probably. And then after a couple of months, he says, well, it's a lot of work. I'm gonna go out of business. But the only person he tells is his family. He doesn't tell us. We continue to send him this bill for $1, and it gets on this list.
Yeah.
And so, you know, a little education that, you know, if you open a business, you have to formally close that business.
Yeah.
If you don't, you will get a tax bill from us and the county of Giles. So,
Hey, let me ask you this. When a person doesn't pay their county taxes, is the city taxes, and they have a sale, is the city taxes a part of that county tax sale?
if the county taxes are due and payable, yes, they would have to catch them all up to pass title. Is that correct, Mr. Duke?
That's correct, that's correct. And in fact, there'll be, the county every year has a tax sale of somebody's property. They only had one last year, which was rare. But we would be joining with them if the city taxes were owed, but that's never occurred. So every county tax sale has been out in the county outside of the city limits. But yes, we would make sure that we're part of that tax sale.
And when you buy one of those properties at auction, you buy that liability also.
You do.
Yeah.
You can't get title insurance for at least 15 years.
That answer your question, Mr. Massey?
Yeah, it does.
Okay.
I move that we adopt this resolution to file the 2023 delinquent taxes.
I second that.
We have a motion made by Mr. Keith and a second by Mrs. Miles. Is there any other discussion? If not, roll call vote.
Massey.
Aye.
Miles.
Aye.
Worsham.
Aye.
Keith.
Aye.
Gentry. Bryant.
Aye.
Brindley.
Item number 6 is consider parade permit for Cruising for Cody for 10/11/2025.
The parade's gonna be at 1 o'clock. They've done this for several years. The bond check's attached, and it is in order.
I move that we approve.
Second.
A motion made by Mr. Massey, second by Mrs. Miles. Is there any other discussion?
Who's in charge of that?
Kelly Duncan.
Yep, that's the applicant.
They do a good job every year, a really good job.
They started the armory and just come through.
A lot of nice vehicles if you hadn't been out. If there's no other discussion, roll call vote.
Massey.
Aye.
Miles.
Aye.
Worsham.
Aye.
Keith.
Aye.
Gentry. Bryant.
Aye.
Brindley.
Item number 7 is to authorize advertisement for bids for turnout gear for the fire department. Mr. Harrison?
The turnout gear is what you see, the coat and look like bib overalls that they wear when they're actually fighting fire. They have a useful life on them, just kind of like bulletproof vests. And we're nearing the end on all of our equipment. And I think what we decided to do, we're gonna buy half of it this fiscal year and the other half next fiscal year. So how many sets are we gonna be putting out for bid this time? 20 sets. Okay.
When you say it has it's reached the end of its useful life, can you tell me what that means exactly? I mean, it seems like it's one of those nice fireproof, is it that you have new technology or something? What?
There are new technology upgrades in there. The NFPA is a standard that the fire service uses, and it's kind of like a guideline. After so many years, heat wears on it. It makes the material brittle. Some will fade it. It's just like a bulletproof vest where you sweat and stuff and just deteriorate the material. And over the years, it's just they've come to that conclusion in about 10 years is about all you get out of it. So there are some that, I mean, we've still got some that are still in really good shape, but we're gonna take the people that respond the most and the stuff that's in worse shape and replace it this year, and everybody else's will be replaced next year.
Okay, now sometimes we put some of these things on Gov and sell them. Can you resell this kind of thing, or?
We can, but there's not another department that will buy it to be able to use. My plan is to take the gear that's in good shape and buy a tote and keep it, so when we have a fire, and I'm just gonna use myself as an example, when I have new gear, I can take my old gear and wash it, keep it clean, put it in the tote, we'll put it up, and if the current gear that I'm using is dirty, and is in the washing machine, that we're gonna use them for a spare set while your stuff's being cleaned. It'll get us by for at least a couple days.
I can really appreciate that in larger communities where they maybe have more fires than we do. We're very fortunate, I said knock on wood,
Yes, ma'am.
that we don't have to use that gear that often.
Well,
It's nice to have it when we need it.
once again, compared to a bulletproof vest, we hope we never use those.
Exactly.
But they have a life on them too. When they wear out, we have to replace them also. So what's the life on 5 years? And they're pretty expensive too. And they have to measure them to fit the officer individually, so.
Those vests was about $350 when I started, and they're about $1,100-1,200 now. Kind of you get everything you need. And the thing about the use of life, of course, you never would want to sell any kind of gear because it puts a liability on you for somebody else to use them. But it's not, they still got useful life. It's just that the manufacturer won't warranty it. So, you know, the shields we bought several years ago, same thing, Kevlar in them, they break down. If the warranty runs out in 5 years, it's like a car. You know, your warranty may run out, but you don't dispose of the car.
Yeah.
But But we still, we err on that side of caution and make sure we, you know, as long as the government's paying for half of it, we always replace them every 5 years.
You know, some things like milk and canned goods and stuff like that, they have to put an expiration date on them. But in reality, it's good for, you know, most milk you can go another week, week and a half if you keep it in the refrigerator. Shouldn't have any problem with that, but we've got that.
Well,
That's the reason I asked the question, so thank you very much, I appreciate that.
to give you another example, you've seen people jumping over these bungee cords. They are good for so many jumps. So if you've already jumped 5,000 times, would you want to be 5,001?
I don't want to be next.
Chief Ayers, if there's ever, more than extra that we've got in storage, I know you work with the rescue squad a lot, and I know we can donate to them if possible, instead of sell it, because we wouldn't want that liability. But if that's something that we can donate to them, because
They're in the same shape we are.
Okay.
They're geared just like ours, that has that useful life, and they try to keep, if they're interior firemen that are doing that all the time,
yeah.
they try to
Well,
keep them.
anything like that we can do to help support them, I'd like to see that.
I move that we authorize bids for this turnout gear.
Second.
We have a motion made by Mr. Keith and a second by Mrs. Miles. Is there any other discussion? If not, roll call vote.
Mason, Miles,
Aye.
Worsham, Keith,
Aye.
Gentry, Bryant, Brindley.
Item number 8 is adopt resolution relative to change order to the contract with H.C. Blake for the HVAC system at City Hall.
Good news, John had talked with them, and originally we thought it was gonna be $15,000. The change order is gonna be $7,920. And this to put hatches in where we can access the mini splits are gonna be in the various rooms in this building. So it's not if, but when we have to work on them, we can get into them without tearing the ceiling out.
Yeah, I agree.
That's a big difference. That's over half price. What brought that on?
Good negotiating
I was
skills.
just gonna say. Good man.
John plays, and Terry both, they pay close attention to that.
I move that we adopt this resolution before they change their mind.
Second.
We have a motion by Mr. Keith and a second by Mrs. Miles.
Always about saving money.
Is there any other discussion? If not, roll call vote.
Massey,
Aye.
Miles,
Aye.
Worsham,
Aye.
Keith,
Aye.
Gentry, Bryant.
Are we gonna have to start wearing boots to our,
Hey,
Just playing pickleball.
okay, aye.
Brindley.
Item number 9 is report on debt obligation.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was sent out in your packet. That is from when we borrowed the money to buy the new ladder truck. It is a requirement for the comptroller's office that we put that in front of you. And so we have, and so we'll record it in the minutes that that was distributed as required by the comptroller's office.
Item number 10 is public hearing for 1205 relative to adopting the 2025-2026 budget. Do we have anybody in the audience for that? Seeing that we have none, we'll move down to item number 11, is consider ordinance on second and final reading relative to adopting the 2025-2026 budget. Mr. Harrison.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have put together a budget that I think will work as a financial guideline for next year. There is a 3% cost of living for all city employees. We just let off the appropriation list. I think we made appropriations, the various people that help support the cause of the city of Pulaski. We've got capital expenditures in there. I think we've got 3 new police cruisers in the budget for next year. We've got $500,000 in paving, but we've also got about another $500,000 through the small cities balance. We're working with Sane Associates, so we'll actually be doing more paving than we normally do. So pretty much everything that people ask for is pretty much in the budget for next year. The capital request for the department heads, and, of course, water, sewer, natural gas, the things they asked for in there also.
I just got a question. With inflation and the cost of living and everything, do we think 3% is enough for the employees?
I think 3% is all we can afford right now.
Yeah.
It's better than zero.
Yeah.
I wish we could give them 5, but Terry and Karen worked really hard. That's what we've been, discussing for a while. And it was, Terry, and the whole department. I'm just thankful that they were able to find 3%. It's not really buying 3%, but budget for it. And that we're in the financial shape that we're able to do this.
Okay.
I move that we adopt this budget ordinance on second and final reading.
I second that.
Who motioned second that? Larry?
Larry.
Okay. We have a motion made by Mr. Keith and second by Mr. Worsham. Is there any other discussion? If not, roll call vote.
Massey.
Aye.
Miles.
Aye.
Worsham.
Aye.
Keith.
Aye.
Gentry. Bryant. Friendly.
Item number 12, old business. I'll just start by saying a big shout out to the Sundrop Festival on a wonderful event. I thought it was very well attended, especially with the weather that we were facing that day. And then also to the Juneteenth Festival that was held this past Saturday. I thought it was very well attended, and it was a good time. So being able to pull off 2 good events in the city is always a blessing, and safe ones at that. So please appreciate all the police support, everything. We appreciate that.
Kenneth, you did better with the weather for Sundrop than you are now.
Yes. Item number 13 is new business.
I've got one item of new business if nobody else has any.
I have just something I would like maybe us to explain once again. Some people don't know about the property over here that Sonic has purchased.
Yes, ma'am.
And I know, I've gotten some notices, and there's been some things on media asking what's going in there and how come we tore that down.
Sure.
I think maybe we could get since we have the opportunity to tell the public exactly what's happening.
Well, we can tell you what we can. We don't
Yes.
own it, so it's not our plans to do anything with it. The
Exactly.
property owners own that, not the city of Pulaski. But they have tore it down to what I've been told as to extend their property. Extend their one drive-through over another lane, and then also clean it all up, and then they're going to sell off that corner lot right there for future development.
Sonic owns it.
Yeah, Sonic owns
Yeah.
it. A lot of people think the city owns it, but
Yes.
the city does not own it. We have no control. They have to come through the Board of Zoning Appeals and all of that, and planning commissions, but we don't own that property.
Next to the north side of the existing Sonic, they're gonna put in some more little kiosk looking things on one side where you can drive up and place your order. And then on the north side of that, there'll be some employee parking there also.
Well, I understood that, but I just thought it would be nice
That's a good idea.
to straighten out the public, because there's talk going around what's gonna do it. How come the city didn't do something? Well, here we
Wasn't
are.
ours to do.
Well,
Let's explain it. Yes, thank you very much.
And once again, all of that has gone through the planning commission, and it's been in the newspaper and on the radio, I'm sure, as it went through the planning commission. So we're not keeping secret from the public. It has been out there.
I hear stuff that I didn't even know we were doing.
Yes.
I know, exactly. And of course, this gives us a forum
Sure.
to straighten out some of these things and explain to the public. Thank you so much.
Mr. Keith.
I do have something, and I wanna read something, and then I wanna share some other things. And this is to the Board of Mayor and Aldermen, Mayor Brindley and Aldermen. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm writing to formally notify you of my resignation from my office of Vice Mayor and Alderman, effective immediately. It's been one of my greatest pleasures to serve the city and citizens of Pulaski as an elected official for the past 8.5 years, and to work with you all in service to our community. I consider it one of the greatest honors of my life. My love and concern for the city of Pulaski, and this is the caveat, my love and concern for the city of Pulaski hasn't changed. I only tender this resignation after an opportunity to be considered for the position of city administrator became available with Mr. Harrison's announcement of his retirement this year. I wasn't looking for this change of direction, but after the encouragement of colleagues, department heads, citizens, and family, this is the right decision. Thank you all for your support and encouragement, and thank you to the citizens of Pulaski for your trust. Now that's the official version. The personal version is we have an incredible board of mayor and aldermen. We got incredible people serving our community. We got great diversity here. We've got department heads and leaders. Mr. Harrison has done a great job with the city of Pulaski for the last 30 years. Our employees are second to none. If you look at our history, you see that we've got long-term employees, and that means that we're a good employer, and just look forward to the opportunity to continue serving, hopefully just on the other side.
Well, you've definitely been an asset. I think I'll speak for the entire board of everything you've done, and appreciate you doing this the right way and the correct way. And
With that, I'll step down.
All righty. Well, thank you, Mr. Keith. Really appreciate you. Going into that, the first item of business that we would need to do, it would be elect a vice mayor since Mr. Keith was the vice mayor, and my recommendation to the board for vice mayor would be Mr. Jerry Bryant. Jerry served on this board many years and has a lot of knowledge as long as everyone else here does. But I would like to recommend Jerry Bryant for that. Is there any other discussion?
Do we do it by motion?
Yes, sir.
I'll make a motion that we choose Mr. Bryant as the vice mayor.
I'll second that.
All right, we have a motion made by Mr. Massey and a second by Mr. Worsham. Any other discussion? Roll call vote.
Massey, Miles,
Aye.
Worsham, Gentry, Bryant, abstain. Brentley.
Aye.
Do you not
If you
want the job?
if you pass, I have to come back to you.
But I know Jerry Bryant do a wonderful job, and I do think this board, we might not always as a board agree, but we always can communicate with each other, and I really appreciate that with this board. And with that being done, with Mr. Keith stepping down, we have to select someone to fill his position as alderman. And I've been in discussions with Mr. Jason Lambert. He's in the crowd with his wife, Melisha, and we have had multiple conversations about him filling this position. He showed interest in the past of wanting to possibly serve with us. I've known Jason, his wife, good friends with her son, great people. Jason is an executive with Cummings Diesel. He served our country. He's a veteran, and I'm very proud to call him a Giles Countyan. He lives right here in the city. I won't put his address out there, but he's a great man, and I couldn't think of anybody better for this position. Do that. So I would recommend to the board, if you all see fit, that we elect Mr. Jason Lambert as the next city alderman.
So moved.
All right. We have a motion made by Mr. Worsham, a second by Mr. Gentry. Is there any other discussion?
This, just so everybody knows, because as Pat Miles, people in the public be asking questions, if this passes, he will serve until the next election, which will be next November, and then he could either choose at that time to run for one of the 3-year terms or the two-year term. Just, is that correct, Mr. Hoover?
That's correct.
Any other discussion? If not, roll call vote.
Massey.
Aye.
Miles.
Aye.
Worsham. Gentry. Bryant. Friendly.
Aye. Congratulations, Jason. If you'd like to say a couple things, and Mr. Harrison, I swear you in, if you don't mind.
Well, I'd just like to say thanks for the opportunity. My wife and I were just talking not too long ago about how we can give back to Pulaski, and this opportunity brought itself up. So very thankful for that. I've lived in Pulaski. I've lived everywhere being in the military, but I've lived most of my life here in Pulaski, Tennessee. Moved here in 1999, served in the military as an Army veteran, and I don't know, I have a lot of respect for our military, our first responders, our police department, and our fire department. So, met my wife, married her in 1998. She brought me to the great city of Pulaski, Tennessee, in '99. And our kids have raised here. My wife was born and raised here. Our son got his MBA here in Pulaski, Tennessee. He still works here currently today. My daughter lives in Dallas, Texas. But we raised her here in Pulaski, Tennessee. So we got a lot of roots here. And then my wife's mom and dad are from Pulaski, Tennessee. Lived all their life here in Giles County. Born and raised in Giles County and lived most of it in Pulaski. So I'm excited and look forward to working with all of y'all, and really thankful for the opportunity.
Yes, sir.
We look forward to working with you.
Yes, sir.
Say that again.
We look forward to working with
Yes,
you.
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, don't run off. This is a little cumbersome.
Okay.
But here's your oath of office.
Okay.
Ready?
Yes.
Raise your right hand. Repeat after me.
Yes.
I state your name.
I, Jason Lambert,
Have been appointed Alderman for the city of Pulaski.
have been appointed Alderman for the city of Pulaski.
Do solemnly swear.
Do solemnly swear
I will support the Constitution of the United States.
I will support the Constitution of the United States
And the state of Tennessee.
and the state of Tennessee
And the charter of the city of Pulaski.
and the charter of the city of Pulaski
And the ordinances passed in conformity thereto.
and the ordinance say that one more time.
Passed in conformity
And
thereto.
the ordinance passed in conformity
To the best of my skill, to the best of my skill and ability.
to the best of my skill and ability.
So help me God.
So help me God.
You're duly sworn.
Thank you.
But you will need to sign on the top dotted line. All right, sir.
Jason, you can come up here if
I
you like.
hope this will be
Sit
the last
right
time I
here.
have to swear at you.
Thank you. You can follow Terry up here, and you can have a seat as we close this meeting. Yeah, yeah. That's
Right over there.
yeah. We already forgot about Rick. Yeah. Just saying all that, we're excited. This, I think, is a very positive move, and looking forward to the future here. And just thank everyone for your service that you do for this community. And it's a privilege and honor to serve. And Jason, welcome aboard, and we know we're in good hands with you. But without that all being said, the meeting will stand as adjourned.
I got stuff down like.
Yes, sir.
And while both chiefs are here right now, because this gentleman I'm getting ready to bring up, he worked with both of those. I was over in Lewisburg Friday, and I used to, when I go over, I stop and talk to West Vic. And he told me a story of something that happened here that could have taken, that almost took his life. And you all can reflect on this, if, you know, the story he told me. He told me that two brothers broke out of the Giles County Jail back in the day, and stole his cruiser, and
he tried to stop him, did the best he could to stop him. He said back then, they carried the shotgun right in the center of the seat. And one of them was able to get hold to his shotgun. And meanwhile, when he raced through the car to try to cut the switch off, his arm got caught in the seat belt. And he was drugged down the street onto the curb. And so one of the guys told the other one that was driving, back up. I got the shotgun. He don't want to let go of the door. I just blew him loose from it. He said, but he was finally able to get it loose from the door on the curb. He said, but it did some serious damage to his arm, back, neck. And he said it was just a mess. What I want to say is anytime, what I would like to see is anytime an officer is having to put his or her life in jeopardy, I think they deserve some type of recognition for that. Because Wes told me, as the guy was driving off in his car, that he was able to take his revolver and shoot. He said he unloaded about 15 times and hit the driver and killed him because his life was in jeopardy. And that story, let him tell it. It just sent chills over you because when he was saying the critical shape he was in.
Oh, yeah.
Because I don't remember that, but you
that was back in the 80s when he worked for the sheriff's department, and they were Gracie brothers, and they killed some people up on Duck River, and they made it down here, and somehow they got his car and he let go or whatever. The only thing I'm not sure about that's that 15-round revolver.
Yeah.
But other than
I question that too.
But other than that, now I'll give them credit. Now they had speed loaders back then. You had to be pretty quick, but being able to manipulate that and hang on that car, I don't know. But
That's like in one of John Wayne movies, they had 6-shooters.
That's the story. That's the story behind it. That did happen to him.
We always thank the first responders and the police, fire department, everybody. We have a wonderful staff. But I appreciate everybody being out today, and we'll stand as adjourned. Chandler, you'll get a picture real quick.